In today's show, we are taking a look at the DC Multiverse, McFarlane, The Dark Knight Returns, Batman. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. And I'm excited to do this review because you guys know that this channel has done a lot of Batman. I am a huge Batman fan. And as I've gotten older, I tend to gravitate more to the Dark Knight than the younger Batman as an older man. And I just love Frank Miller's interpretation of an angry Batman, 10 years retired, coming back to deal with Gotham. We have it here. We're going to look at it. Those of you that have not read the graphic novel or seen the Warner Brothers DC movie, The Dark Knight Returns, this could be a spoiler because we're going to talk about it freely. Most of us that are Batman fans have seen or seen or have the graphic novel. I discovered the graphic novel in 1986, and that totally changed my perspective of Batman. I didn't think that Batman needed to be a goofy clown like they did in 1966. This is it right here. So before we begin, don't forget to follow me on the Instagrams. The bumper will come up so you guys can see it there on your screen. Follow me there. I've been posting some toy photographies, sharing some conversations with you. Don't have an Instagram? Not a problem. Follow me on the Twitters. I actually started in social media on Twitter, so find me there. Let's jump in, but before we do, let's do a little housekeeping. Let's take a look at what comes with this guy. Let's look over everything. And I'm quite surprised at some of the things that McFarlane included. We know that he always say, it's a lot of plastic. It's a lot of plastic. So let's begin. Thank you, McFarlane. I've got a whole bunch of these guys. Not really needed most of the time, but most of the times when your action figures are too top heavy, these do come in handy, so much appreciated. Let's get that out of the way. Let's jump in with the accessories. We get the build the horse from the Dark Knight, his horse. So we've got the tail here. A little random here. And we've got the two legs. As you guys can see here. And for those of you building the horse, it is labeled so you guys can see where the legs go. And it looks like once you attach it, it doesn't come off. It's got these clips on there. Again, I don't have the rest of it. I got to get those. We've got the grappling line hook. Remember, in the movie, there was no grappling gun. He was just jumping from building to building, throwing this anchor, which is a batarang, with the line. McFarlane, I'm very happy that you included two fists. We can't have Batman fighting the mutant leader without fists. And last but not least, you guys know that I love me the trading card, and it has a toy photography, and this is spectacular. Love to get ideas from the photography. So let me turn it around for you guys. Let's take a look. Make sure to pause the video if you want to read the card. We know it's the same card about Batman's story. Now, let's jump in with this guy. But we all heard in the news that Keanu Reeves said that he would like to do an older version of Batman. I don't know if it's something that's cooking up in DC and Warner Brothers for him to say that. All of a sudden, Ben Affleck came back, which to me, I think Ben Affleck would make an incredible Dark Knight Returns like he did in Batman vs. Superman and the Justice League. But I like to see Keanu Reeves' take on it. The only thing is, Keanu, if you're watching this video, you need to bulk up like Ben Affleck did, meaning the director needs to chain you completely 24/7 to a squat rack, and you need to be doing deadlifts, and you need to be doing barbell rolls to get the size and look of this older, angry Batman, because he is a little thicker as he gotten old on there. So let's look at the details of this guy. Man, look at the sculpt on the face. is just right off Frank Miller's graphic novel. Angry, pissed off all the time, not very happy, annoyed by Alfred, can't believe that Gotham went to crap again after he retired. Look at that. And why am I happy, guys? Simple enough. I get a static cape. I don't like capes that have a swoosh in it. I can't stand that. And the reason being that the ones that have a swoosh in it, sometimes I feel like just taking it off and putting a fabric cape. But these capes that McFarlane has been making, this one's a little stiffer, have been pliable, and they look like fabric. This one here's got all these folds here, and that's fine because I think that in The Dark Knight Returns, he cut back on a lot of the cape that he was wearing. Look at all the pouches that he's got. This dude is just armed to the teeth with pouches and stuff that he's on there. We all know that we love the graphic novel. We saw how ruthless he was in there. And man, look at the details. Look at those boots. Obviously, you can see the new foot bearings that McFarlane's been adding, and we'll look at the articulation now. Look at the wrinkles of the suit. And remember, he was something that I didn't caught on at the time of watching the movie, and when I rewatched it again, that he was wearing, I believe, a blue suit until the mutant leader kicked his ass and he went back to the cave and changed into this suit, which is what I like. I never would have thought that McFarlane would release a Dark Knight. I was complacent enough that I had bought the Mezco Supreme Knight to have him as a Dark Knight, which is a fantastic figure too. But having this in hand, I like it. I don't know if any of you like it. Leave me comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have this guy? And I'll repeat that again, I'm sure, by the end. But I'm blown away by all the details and how great they've done that. Look at that. They even have the short ears on the cowl, on the mask. Just the details on it. That angry, grinning face when he's about to fight the mutant leader. But we can't have Batman fighting the mutant leader if we don't check his articulation. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. So he can definitely pose in a T pose like that. That's as far as arms will go. There is no bicep swivel, but it looks like he is on a butterfly joint, as you guys can see there. It looks like he's only got one single elbow articulation. It doesn't have two of them, so I guess that's as far as we're gonna go. But hey, we get that swivel inside the arm, which is great, and it's on a locking mechanism, which is what I like. While I'm doing the articulation for the arm, let me take the fist off, and let me take this one off, and let's put in a fist. Very easily. You guys heard me. Snap it off. I didn't even have to struggle with it. And let's take a look and see here. Let's put this one in his hand. Give me a second here, guys. Just getting the fist. I am out of camera. I know you guys hate that. And just as easily as I put the fist in, is as easily as it pops out. Pop that in. Here you go. You guys heard it. Now we've got a fist on there. So we'll bring this arm here. See, it's got the butterfly, single joint elbow. So let's take a look at the ab. In the ab, we've got this much articulation. You guys can see it there. Ab crunch, non-existent. There is no ab crunch because of the belt. I've seen you guys modifying these and adding the ab crunch, and that's okay. Now, what we didn't get, we got a single jointed elbow, but McFarlane gave us a thigh cut. I think it's there. I think I see the line there, or in my imagination, maybe it's just too stiff. Yep, we've got that thigh cut. The swivel, this one just happens to be stiff. I'm gonna have to, there it is. So you definitely can get them in those dynamic pose with that on there. We got double jointed knees. That's a good thing. For kicking, we saw earlier that he's on that bearing, that ball bearing that is exposed. You guys know that I prefer the boot to come all the way down. It is on a ratchet system. You can hear it. And you get the toe articulation. So He doesn't, in the movie, I don't remember, and in the graphic novel, I really don't remember him having a grappling gun, but he does have the rope with the hook. And here it is now. I'm off camera real quickly, but I'm adjusting it to put it in there. Again, guys, I took him out of the box and just hit record on the camera. I am off camera. Give me a second here to get that in there. The fist is not as pliable. So McFarlane, you got to make these a little bit more pliable so we can fix these things in there. I had to force it. There it is. So you guys can see him with the hook. And so guys, love the whole aesthetics of this figure. Love everything that McFarlane did. It's just absolutely amazing. Let me make it look more accurate. Like if he's got the rope on there when he was swinging from the building, or when the thugs were hiding in the building and he threw this up to hook up there. He was so out of shape he couldn't climb up. You know, Batman's not perfect. He tries, but at his old age, he did what he could to stop the criminals. Looking good. I will warn you guys, one of my pet peeves is the fact that it's top heavy. So you got to pose the legs in a certain way to get him to stand up. I'll put him back here so you guys can see. And hopefully I don't have any bloopers on there. And let's put the rope here more so it'll look like that. Because I put the fist, I didn't put the other hand to grab it because the hands are really, really tight. So you're going to have to put them in boiling water to get them to open up a little bit if you want to pose him like that. But for you animators out there, you're going to get a lot of dynamic animation from the legs. Barely any ab crunch, butterfly joints in the arm sockets. Only one jointed elbow. You're not going to get much out of it from this figure. Would have loved McFarlane to include it rather than putting that Robin. I would have preferred the mutant leader. I don't even know why McFarlane didn't make a mutant leader to go with this movie. On there, he's made the armored Batman. He's made the Superman that fought the armored Batman. He's made the Joker, which is key instrument. He didn't put a Catwoman, even though she only had a small role in the actual animation of the movie, of the graphic novel. But I love this. So if this is what you're looking for, Keanu, follow the link below so you can get this action figure. And this is what you would have to model yourself, since you already said you would like to play an older Batman. You're going to have to bulk up like this. Keanu, I would recommend that you do the same training as the Northman. That's going to get you to the size that you need to get to have a much bigger, broader shoulders and a bigger back. So again, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section. And if you like the show, if you like today's show, make sure to hit the like button. Ring the bell for notification. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. And if you do, let me know in the comments that you have subscribed. I try to get back to everyone in the comments. Share with me your thoughts. Is this something that you're going to get for your collection? Is this something you're going to get for your stop motion? Let me know what your thoughts are on this. I personally, if this was a rating system, I think it's a 10. We know it's not perfect, but in my book, it is perfect as an action figure, as the Batman that I would see myself as. Because I just love everything about the older Batman. I love the attitude, the ruthlessness that he has in Gotham. So again, guys, share with me. And I have nothing else to say about this review. So this is Red. And guess what, guys? You know it. I'm out.